Deep in the heart of Oregon's wilderness lies a forest that seems untouched by time. A place of towering trees, endless shadows, and an eerie stillness that has left many visitors unnerved. For one experienced hiker, what started as a routine solo trek into these woods quickly turned into something far more sinister. With nothing but the trees as witnesses, he would come face to face with a mystery that defies explanation. Prepare yourself for a chilling tale of isolation, fear, and the unknown as we delve into the encounter that will make you think twice about venturing into the woods alone. In the summer of 2008, a seasoned hiker named Mark embarked on a solo trek deep in the forest of Oregon. An experienced outdoorsman, Mark was no stranger to the untamed wilderness. He thrived in the solitude of nature, where only the sounds were the whisper of the winds and the occasional rustle of wildlife. He had hiked countless trails and ventured off the beaten path many times, always seeking new challenges and the serenity that only nature could provide. On this particular trip, Mark planned to spend 3 days exploring a remote section of forest he had never visited before. Armed with a well-packed backpack, his trusty knife, a headlamp, and a map, he felt confident navigating the dense terrain. The area was known for its towering trees, thick undergrowth, and an almost magical quietness that many found unnerving. Mark, however, welcomed the isolation. By the second day, Mark had ventured far from any established trails. He decided to set up camp in a small clearing surrounded by ancient, moss-covered trees. The sun was beginning to set, painting the sky with streaks of gold and crimson. As he worked on pitching his tent, he noticed something odd. The usual background noise of the forest, chirping crickets, the call of distant birds, and the occasional rustle of small animals, had completely vanished. At first, he shrugged it off. The woods had their quirks, and it wasn't unusual for wildlife to go silent when a predator was nearby. Still, the silence pressed down on him, heavy and unnatural, like a thick fog. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched either. As night fell, Mark built a small fire and prepared his meal. The flickering flames cast long shadows, and he found himself glancing over his shoulder more than usual. The oppressive quiet persisted. Then, just as he was finishing his meal, he had heard it. Faint footsteps crunching on the dry leaves surrounding his campsite. Mark froze. The sound was deliberate and unhurried, circling his camp in an irregular pattern. He grabbed his flashlight and scanned the trees. The beam cut through the darkness, revealing nothing but the dense forest. "Hello," he called out, his voice firm but cautious. No answer came. The footsteps stopped for a moment, only to resume, this time closer. Mark's heart began to race. He shouted again, louder, trying to sound intimidating. "Who's out there? This is private property." Still no response. Just the soft, shuffling steps moving just out of sight. Mark sat by the fire, gripping his knife tightly. His flashlight darted from one shadow to another, but the forest offered no clues. Then, he caught a glimpse of movement, a shadowy figure darting between the trees, too quick and too far to identify. It didn't seem to walk like an animal, but it wasn't moving like a typical person either. The figure's erratic behavior unnerved him. It would approach, stop, and then retreat, never venturing fully into the firelight. Hours passed like this. Mark didn't dare leave his camp. nor could he bring himself to extinguish the fire. His mind raced with possibilities. Was it a prankster? A hunter? Or something far more sinister? His rational side urged him to believe it was just a person trying to scare him, but the growing dread in his gut told him otherwise. As the first light of dawn crept through the trees, the footsteps ceased. Mark waited, tense and alert, until the sun fully illuminated the forest. He searched the perimeter of his campsite for signs of his nocturnal visitor, but found nothing. No footprints, no broken branches, not even a hint of disturbance in the underbrush. It was as if whoever or whatever it was had simply vanished. Mark wasted no time packing up his gear. The thought of spending another night in those woods was unbearable. As he hiked back toward civilization, he couldn't shake the feeling that he was still being watched. Every now and then, he glanced over his shoulder, but the forest remained silent and still. For weeks after the trip, Mark replayed the events in his mind, trying to make sense of them. He shared the story with a few close friends, but the reactions ranged from skepticism to outright dismissal. Some suggested it was just a prank, while others speculated about wild animals. Mark wasn't convinced. The precision of the footsteps, the calculated distance they maintained, and the complete lack of evidence left him deeply unsettled. To this day, Mark avoids hiking alone in remote areas. The experience changed his perspective on the wilderness. While he still loves the outdoors, he now approaches it with a heightened sense of caution and an unshakable awareness that not everything in the forest can be explained. And that, my friends, is the story of one hiker's chilling encounter deep in the Oregon wilderness. What do you think really happened out there? Was it a prank, a predator, or something far beyond our understanding? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I'd love to hear your theories. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more like it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more terrifying tales of the unexplained. And to make sure to tap that bell icon so you're the first to know when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay safe.